and welcome. I'm Ghost. You can find me at ArtGhosts, ARTGH0STS, and today we are playing Let's Build a Dungeon. So I have played this demo before, but they came out a couple days ago with an updated demo. And I wanted to, I played a little bit, but my recording was messed up, so that was just a test. Let's get this demo started. So I'm gonna randomize a couple times. I like that one. Group chat. LR. Hi, this is the game engine. You should add some decoration to the town zone before we start testing the game. Okay. So I'm gonna add some dirt paths. They are free to add in. There's no dev cost, apparently. Is what I'm reading. Yeah, let's do something like that. Nice square plaza. The game doesn't have a day-night cycle, but adding lights might make our players think it does. There we go. Let's add some nature. So overgrown planters or overgrown rocks or a pot or a crate. Adding plants. This place looks like my house. Town pin level up. Add buildings and decorations to a zone to increase buildable space. Okay. Overgrown crate. Decorations, a signboard perhaps. Let's get a wheel cart over on this side. That's kind of blocking the path here. A wind device. Halfway between here and the coast. Why not? And a wooden fence. I don't want to add a wooden fence yet. Long potted evergreen bush. Time to make your first design decision. Players are going to need something to do. Let's pick a character class. Okay, so we can be a forager. Resource gatherers who mine, harvest, and extract materials. Practitioners of magic who rely on magic artifacts and spells. Explorer focused on travel, discovery, and charting the world. Let's do Explorer because that feels like a good class to start with for a game. Other paths will become available as your game grows. You'll be able to spend production points on the following. Okay. You'll need to build quests for them to complete for the players. There's 70 story progress items, I guess. Explorer, great choice. Let's build a little bit more. Cartography, armillary, sphere, statue. I want that to go right here, but I need to expand the rest of this a little bit. These paths or these little thick grass notches. I just think they're neat. Let's move this to be right here. Let's actually add another one right there. And then this big rock can go there. And then let's fix the grass. Unlock a new quest. So there's the lost cog, there's the grass seed, and there's the grass and riches. So this is good for the explorer. Gorno has lost an important component from his thistle mill. Perhaps a hero can help locate it. Unlock NPC Gorno in the tall grass, then place them to the world so the heroes can complete this quest. So that goes into our story progress wheel. If you have unlocked the quest giver, this person gives quests to the heroes that visit your world. Okay. He can stand here by the fallen cart. Finish this quest, place tall grass. Okay. Players will now be able to complete the Lost Cog quest. This will also give you production points. Develop and build more quests to give players more things to do in your world. And placing these little destructible mushrooms down, along with more grass. So let's do another signboard. You want to do wooden fences yet? Players don't have much to do. Maybe you should stop building and unlock another quest. Close the build bar and unlock the next quest. People are getting bored. Well, decorations help with immersion. This will greatly improve players' immersion in the game, leading to better reviews and cheaper user acquisition costs. Fine. Well, there's a tester. Let's get another quest for the Cartographers Guild. Develop this to help explorers get started on their journey. Okay. Welcome to the asset sign-off tool. Spend production points to sign off assets in the bottom row. This unlocks them as assets you can use to build your game. Okay. Click assets at the bottom row to unlock them. Unlock something now. Let's get the cartography office. I want this guy. Oh. I don't want a set. I want a stack. Let's get Eamon. Reorganize your backlog to avoid opening them if you are running low on production points. Placeholder assets disappoint your players, breaking their immersion. Items and sets usually replace these with the final assets. Sure, let's unpack them. And this quest giver can only be inside the cartography building. Okay, easy enough. Quest is complete. Decent. Completion rate is calculated based on the number of people who successfully completed the quest after starting it. If a player is still in the world trying to complete the quest, they do not count towards this average. If a percentage is low, it could mean many things. It's too difficult. Consider removing some challenges or lowering the stats of some of the enemies. There's a low number of things in the world. The quest objective is to kill 10 rats. If you only have a couple of rats in your world, your players would have to wait for them to respawn. If you have 2 players doing the quest at the same time, even having just 10 rats would create a bottleneck. Low drop rate. Some items might have too low of a drop rate. For example, find an item that is dropped from the grass with a less than 10% drop rate. To solve this, you could place more grass, or just the drop rate in the loot settings. I don't know. So let's add more of this grass, shall we? Build mode. There we go. Oops. Okay. Look at that, you paid for a tester. I will start automatically paying them to come every few minutes, but you can always click that button to get more. Okay. So we need buildings, cartography office. I want this to go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Our artists create the building interiors as a first pass. You should enter the building and take a look. Okay, enter the building. The buildings have a default layout. In order to edit the assets, you must unlock them via the asset sign-off tool. Okay. Let's get Diano in here. Exit here. Let's build floor decoration. I want to move this. There we go. Very nice. Unlock a new quest. The local water supply is contaminated. Well, okay, so they finally completed that quest. You can do more asset research. And then the rest of these are inside the cartography office, so I'm just going to get all of those. Enter the building. And now we have almost all of them. Small oak table. Huh. Okay. The local water supply is contaminated. Someone needs to find a new source of water so the town's soup shop can flourish again. Easy enough. Soup shop. Select an asset in the backlog to reprioritize. Okay. To do that with sets is probably a better idea. Cancel that. Let's get this guy. Get her. Get the soup house. Lagoon cave. Covered spring. And then these two guys. And then the rest of these are sets. Okay. So let's get the soup house. That's gonna go right here. I'm actually gonna add some more dirt pathing. Yeah. gonna add some grass behind here. Just to fill in the gaps here, but let's actually add a bench out front of this restaurant. Maple tree? Another maple tree? Wild sprouts, perhaps? And some weeds. Okay. Let's go inside the soup house. And let's add Chloe. Chloe goes there. Interior NPCs. Like give quests or have dialogue. Idler. Interesting. They don't even interact with them. That's fine. Ooh. Put rugs and stuff on the inside. Black striped rug, small black rug. Okay, so there's not much decoration in here quite yet. I'm gonna sign off on some of these assets though. How does it look in there now? A little bit more filled in. It's definitely a bathroom. Glad I didn't put an employee in there. Dungeon Gate, Lagoon Cave. Let's do that right up here because I already have a path going this way. I'm gonna get some grass out here. Evergreen bush. Oh, I can't build out there. The floors can make your people faster or slower. Interesting. Let's enter the dungeon, which lets you build floors with the terraform tool. They also have build requirements that need to be met. These can be reviewed in the goal tracker. This is a small area right now. And we can build out. Use the terraforming tool to create corridors and rooms to expand your dungeon. Okay. Build down this way. Okay, so we're at our limit for the map. Let's put our assets in here. Underground lagoon. Construction requirements. In order to build this, first you must build 150 floor tiles on this map. Place 2 lagoon spawn towers and place 3 indestructible turrets. Broken lantern. Dark stone lantern. Mossy dark pillar. Mossy bricks. Mossy bricks, large mossy bricks. Interesting. Okay, we have 2 lights in there. And then we have floors. Ooh, different flooring. Do that. Concave dirt. And then broken dark stone tile for floor decorations. Items, pots, and vase. Cool. Dungeon level up. Very cool. Spawners, lagoon spawn tower. Does this not rotate? Enemy wave is not started. Oh boy, those monsters. They make a noise. Okay, so we got 2 spawners and 2 turrets. Covered spring. Underground lagoon is the deeper level. Okay. Can I terraform a little bit more? I sure can. Do another indestructible turret. Replace that. There are more of these little pots and destructibles. And now I need to place more. The noises these monsters make is weird. It makes me laugh. Okay. Underground Lagoon is where I gotta place something next. That's in this building. Underground Lagoon. I've got to terraform more. That. This. Build this. Broken lantern and an actual lantern. Man. Not a lot of light in here, that's fine. Multi-level dungeon. Some building interiors can lead to even more interiors. In this dungeon, once you have met building requirements, you will be able to add another gateway to another level. Cool. Enter dungeon. We're gonna give people 2 paths to go down. And they meet up at the end. They don't know this. Blue flame candles. Ooh, spooky. Underground lagoon. Okay. Nature, overgrown rock or lagoon grass. It's in the water, I guess. We'll put 2 lagoon grass there. Why not? Wall decorations, sprouting wall. Mossy rock wall. We'll put a little mix of both. Covered spring. Overgrown stone pillar. Overgrown rock pillar. Which one do I like more? I like that pillar. And overgrown stone circle mural. Nice. Let's actually include that. Very nice. Floor limit. Let's bring that back. Okay. Stone circle mural. There we go. Progression. Quest is not built, in progress. I have to build 150 and then I have to build the... Right. Interesting. Spawners. I want a spawner in this room. Kill enemies, 3. Blue candles in those corners. Okay, now I can do more. Should we do more lagoon flooring? Wah. The lagoon flooring under there. Now can I add this? Can I? 'Cause I've done 150. Some structures can only be placed on walls. Position these structures on a wall so that the building icons become ticks. Covered spring. Let's actually move this guy over. Or cancel the move, or cancel this structure. Let's put a new guy right there. And add a little bit more of that. I'll add a little bit more. Let's unpack that. Let's unpack that. Drop that. Stone stove. Lagoon pools. Got a lot of points. Connection law. Trying to reestablish connection with game server. Cannot connect to the game server. Release management disabled. IRQ chat. Interact really quickly. Deleting application of chatting online. Welcome. Sending good vibes for an amazing day. Lord Richard, your boss. My boss? Well, yes, I run the company. You run the company, but I'm the one paying for all of this. But the server seemed to be playing up again. I saw the Steam demo just dropped connection. I actually thought it crashed. I hope not. Hopefully you tested the demo enough before releasing it on Steam. Bad, the forums on the product page are going to be full of complaints. Of course we tested. The private beta on... Oh, the private beta on Discord. I don't like this Lord Richard dude. I made a thread on Steam called Bug Reports Here. Have you even looked at that recently? Yes. I bet it wasn't great. Anyway, I think the game is back up and running now. So apart from the river of bug reports, what's the feedback been like on the demo so far? People love the game. Great to hear. Better be good to hear. When you get back to the office, we can discuss that next milestone payment. The demo server won't be up for too much longer. We're going to reset everyone's progress in a bit. I will be in game as usual, entertaining our fans. Maybe you should use the game link and play the game just to check that it's running okay. No externals. Checklist. Steam Next Fest checklist. Update Discord FAQ. Manually reply confirmation to mail list signups. Fix music. Simplify flow to make game easier to understand. Add controller support. Create new quests so people get to dungeons more quickly. Get rid of the pathfinding crashes. Make game more fun. Make game less bad. Make people think game is more finished than it really is. That's funny. All this is disabled. Okay, whatever. Game. Wayfair Chronicles. Let's build a zoo. % of players hate this game. Wayfair Chronicles. 93% of players hate this game? Damn, guys. Let's play it. Let's do Ghost. Elfhead. Elfhead. Snowstorm Mix, Globetrotter Gloves. Cultist Cape. Globetrotter shirt. Globetrotter pants. I'm all Globetrotter, baby. Executive producer Lord Richard. Welcome to Avalon. Hey, spring-loaded developer. This is a developer account that gives you access to test our game. When you get bored or need to get back to work, press escape and get back to work. HR is monitoring your playtime. Left click, right click, left shift is my inventory. Rusty sword, tin shield, my pants and stuff. Okay. Let's talk to this guy. Hi, I have lost something of great importance and I need your help. I was cleaning a drive cog for my thistle farm and I got distracted. I turned around to see a dichondra running off with it. Those little things love to hide in the grass, so no doubt it stashed it in one of its grass patches around here. I need you to cut down grass until you find my cog. Can you do that for me? Yes. Equip your gear. I got a drive cog. Okay. Let's talk to this guy. Wow, you found it. I sent Dorfman out to look for it, but I had no such luck. You're a lifesaver. Here, take $10 for your work. Thanks. Well, here you are. You saved me a lot of trouble. Hello, adventurer. You are welcome to bask in my radiance, for I am the supreme and glorious Lord Richard, creator and master of this world. I designed this world. Oh, it's you. In this world, everything is roleplay, so it's part of my character that I am the mightiest here. Now, please get back to the character. Oh, game over. Okay, sorry. Yes, I am the king of Babylon. I give coins out to those less fortunate and show my great generosity. Thank you for visiting me in this most important of days, noble hero. Okay. Ah, you made it. Welcome, welcome. It is your first day as a cartography apprentice. How do you feel? A little nervous. Nervous? Nonsense. Look, I know it's a bit daunting, but I will always be here to help you. Without maps, people wouldn't know where to go. Deliveries would get lost, hikers might wander off to dangerous spots. I can see why it's so important. Essentially, I see maps as the glue that holds this whole society together. People are just so used to maps existing, they forget how different things would be if their maps were never updated again. So are you ready to get going? Can you tell me more about map making? I could go on for hours and hours and hours. The Cartographers Guild has existed for a very long time. Before we formed a guild, there were official standards for map makers. People would get maps that were on different scales or use different distance measurements. Sometimes even places were named differently. Even north and south were standardized. Can you imagine the chaos? Yeah. Well, that's great. You know just how important your job is. Well, let me tell you about your first assignment. Your job is to fully remap the area around the village. Our maps might be out of date, so when we return, we will be able to see whether anything doesn't match up with our master maps. If something has changed, we send out a second cartographer to validate what you've discovered, and then we might update the master maps. So I will remap the whole world? Well, who knows, maybe eventually. But you are only an apprentice. The Cartographers Guild wouldn't send you out too far, afield, until we have faith that you know what you are doing. You can view your progress on the map in your Omnidex. You have nothing to be nervous about. I have faith that you will do a fantastic job. Come back when you've scanned everything in Plumos Village. Good luck. Use scanner. Left shift. Scanner. Equip. Why can't I equip it? Maybe I have to unequip my sword? Yeah. Okay. And Plumos Village. Okay. New area map. Plumos Village. For those exploring Avalon, you should visit Plumos Village, home of the world-famous thistle bread. For reasons no one fully understands, wind thistle seeds arrive here in greater abundance than anywhere else, which is why Plumos is the only producer of wind thistle flour in the realm. Many of our farms are open to the public, where visitors can meet the farmers who operate and care for our thistle mills. After a day of exploration and learning about our way of life, enjoy a meal at the soup house. Relax at Pondu's bathhouse, and before heading home, pick up a loaf of fresh thistle bread from the bakery, a 3-time winner of the Prime Baker Award to remember us by. Interesting. There's a lot to be scanned. Okay. I'll return to this cartographer man. Let me take a look at what you have. Okay. That goes with that. Okay, great. How do you think you did? I think I nailed it. Well, you are certainly confident. In this case, it's warranted. You did a perfect job. But maybe try and match some of that confidence with a little humility in the future. Well, when you're ready to map more things, let me know. Junior cartographer. Why be an apprentice when you've already shown me what you were doing? Anyway, the point is that you are a junior, you get more freedom. I'm going to expand your map coverage to 3 new areas: Groven Hills, Torn Farms, and Piglonian Settlement. They keep on moving it all the time, so it will be almost certainly needing updating. I will also add the swamp, but I don't expect you to be able to map that. It became toxic hundreds of years ago, so we never have gone back inside. Our recent maps just have a marking that says do not enter poisonous with a large boundary demarcation. Technically, that's 4 areas, but don't even try to map the swamps, okay? Okay. Interesting. Soup. Okay. End conversation there. Hey, what can I get for you today? What have we got? Well, being a soup shop, we have soup, but today everything is selling at half price. It might sound like a bargain, but it isn't really. Normally I go to the well in town to get our water, but lately everything I bring back has had a bit of a weird flavor to it. I boil it, I strain it, but it's still got that fishy taste to it. If I didn't know better, I would say someone's been fishing in the well, and their bait has been tainting the water, but I can't prove that, of course. Some people actually prefer the flavor of the soup now, but it doesn't taste like my father's recipe. And for me, that simply isn't good enough. My father was an amazing cook, and I just want to do his recipes justice, so perhaps you can help me out. Do what I can. Can you find me a new clean source of water? Probably a spring or something like that? You're going everywhere making your map, so you're bound to find something. How will I know if the water's good enough? But imagine it's underground somewhere. That's where the best water usually is, just like the well before it got polluted. Okay. Let me get my knife back. We're gonna go in this dungeon. Oh no. Gonna go down, down, down. Get out of here. Level up. Return to Chloe to complete the quest. Oops. Man. Okay, I'm up another level. Can level up. How do I level it up? It says I can level up my sword. Odd. Anyway, let's bring her back to the soup broth. Oh, you found it, and it's in a dungeon? Yes. On a scale of 1 to 3, how dangerous is it? 2. Not sure I'm cut out for so much danger, but I'll probably be okay. The important thing is we are back to business again. No more weird, intentionally fishy soup. But if some patrons still seem to want it, we might actually keep it on the menu. No more quests. Is this really our victory screen? Memos didn't even have endings. We need more game designers. I feel like I'm wasting my time making UI for half-baked design ideas. Remember to remove this comment before we ship the game. Return to game link. IRQ chat. Steam demo is coming to an end. Okay. Getting ready to launch the game. When are we launching? I told you early 2023, so we're already around 3 years late. As your investor, I just want to say we better launch it soon. Great to hear. You bet it is. Hearing someone as influential as me tell you that your game is fun probably gives you quite the ego boost. Don't let it get to your head. I will always be better at making games than you. Anyway, thanks for giving me the option to set up my character with invincibility. I'll be there when the game goes offline, just hanging out, watching the end of the world happen live. You should come along and join in. The final moments on a server are exciting, poignant, and chaotic. You at the apocalypse. Externals. Nathan. I like Let's Build a Zoo a lot. My favorite game because the pigs and the lion. But I like Let's Build a Dungeon even more. That's great. Thank you for making such nice games. I made a present for you. Oh yeah. Such a talented artist. I could add this character to the game. Of course, Nathan. We want to support our players. Don't stop drawing. One day you can become an amazing game artist and work with us. Good luck. Okay. World Editor. Players completed a quest for the first time. Server shutdown imminent. Oh. Okay.
My goodness. I am dead? They dead to kill me? Release the monsters! This server will go down in glorious, unbridled chaos. Let no one survive.
Okay. Let's get more monsters in here. Rat. Sea bears. Kill these guys. Oh no. Where are all these players? Here. Server offline. Well, that was unexpected. It was fun. Was it really? I was killed by those horrible players. I had half a mind to cancel the game entirely. The game is great. Is it? I thought it was quite dull, and it crashed twice. What was good about it? Watching you get killed. You're a heathen. Who do you think you are? To insult me, the father of online games? Okay, sure. Good day to you. 1 out of 3 modes complete. Campaign mode, just build mode, and creative mode. So, I don't remember which one I originally played. I think I played Mages when I first tried it. There's just build mode and there's creative mode. I don't know if I'll try those out on video, but I'm definitely excited for this to come out in full, and I'll definitely be playing it on this channel. Thank you for joining me. I am Ghost. You can find me at ArtGhosts, ARTGH0STS, on Patreon, Ko-fi, Blue Sky, YouTube, and Twitch. I hope you'll join me for my Sunday art streams at around noon Pacific, or my game streams at Tuesday 6 p.m. Pacific. Have a great day!